Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, Sloka 66, Part 86. Sarva-dharmān parityajya, mām ekaṁ śaraṇaṁ vraja, ahaṁ sarva-pāpebhyo, mokṣayiṣyāmi ma śucaḥ. Abandon all varieties of religion, and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. From the past few sessions, we have learned that it is the Lord Consort who is the only absolute Purushakara. And also we learned how she has exhibited her Purushakara through its Lakshanams, Kripa, Paratantriya, Ananyahartvam. Now the question comes, does the Purushakaram take effect when she is with the Lord, that is samslesha, but will that work when she is away from her Lord, vishlesha? Earlier in one of the sessions we learned that she activates the forgiving nature, kshama and karuna of the Lord when she is with Him. Since she is with Him, it is easy for her to make Him understand, and she can speak on behalf of us. But what about when she is not with Him in Vislesha? How can she activate the Lord's compassion, the Lord's forgiving nature? Does it mean that she can't be Purushakara when she is in separation? Does the Purushakaram works only when she is with the Lord? Answer is no. It is effective at both cases, even during samslesha and also vishlesha. We already saw several times that she is not separated, never separated from the Lord. But when she does get separated for the sake of avatara, Purushakaram being her essential nature, swarupa, that will never go away from her in either condition, whether she is with the Lord or away from the Lord. When she is with the Lord, that is samslesha, she activates Lord's kshama, the forgiving nature. When she is in vishlesha, she instructs the chetanas to seek forgiveness from the Lord. There are two qualities which are present in the chetanas, that is the living entities. Likewise, two qualities present in the Lord, Ishvara. Chetanas must be prapanna. They should have prapatra bhava, the mood of surrender. Likewise, the Lord must be prapattavya bhava, that is, He who is the object of surrender. The living entities should have the mood of surrender, and the Lord should have the mood of acceptance of one who is surrendering. The second quality, the chetanas must understand that they are qualified to be forgiven, and Ishvara must understand that He is the only qualified one to forgive the chetanas. These are the normal conditions. The chetana must surrender, the Lord must accept. The chetanas seek for forgiveness, and the Lord forgives. But what's happening is the chetanas doesn't feel to be forgiven because committing sins has become part of his life. So he doesn't see anything different. That has become his normal life. So Chetana doesn't feel to be forgiven. And likewise, the Lord doesn't think He needs to forgive us because we are in such a fallen condition. The Lord Himself at times get fed up with our behaviors. The second point, the Chetanas doesn't feel a need to surrender. Likewise, the Lord doesn't stand on His position as an object of surrender to such people. We can see we are totally out of our normal state. Likewise, the Lord is so because of our behavior, not that He wants to be like that. Unless these two issues are resolved, there will be no connection between us and the Lord. What are the two issues? The Chetanas must understand that they needs to be forgiven. Chetanas must understand it's only the Lord to whom he has to surrender. Likewise, the Lord has to change that he has to forgive the Chetanas. And the Lord has to hold to his position as śaraṇaṁ, one who gives shelter, one who is an object of surrender. Unless and until these things are resolved, these two things are resolved, there will be no connection between us and the Lord. So what needs to happen is Chetana understand the need to surrender, and the Lord understand the need to accept this Chetana when he surrenders. Secondly, Chetana must understand that he is to be forgiven, and the Lord must understand only he has the absolute power to forgive him. This is quite a difficult job to resolve these two problems. One who resolves these problems and establishes that relationship is said to be Purushakara. Actually, what we said now is wrong. It is not establishing the relationship between Jivatma and Paramatma, because the relationship always eternally exists. It is therefore to re-establish or awaken that relationship between Jivatma and Paramatma. It is the role of a Purushakara, and that is done by the consort of the Lord. With that introduction, now let's understand from Ramayana, where we can see the Purushakaram is being applied even in Samslesha and Vishlesha, that is in union and in separation. When Mother Sita was with Rama and when Mother Sita was away from Rama. In both cases, Purushakaram worked. First we will see Samslesha. Rama was told to leave Ayodhya and go to forest. When Rama conveyed this message to Mother Sita, Sita also convinced Lord Rama to join him into the forest. That time, Lakshmana, who heard the conversation between Sita and Rama, having his eyes filled with tears, unable to hear this news, tightly pressed the feet of his brother and spoke to Rama and Sita. Yadigantum krita buddhirvanam mrigagajayatam ahaṁ tvānu gamishyāmi vanamadre dhanurdaraha. Rama, if you decided to go to the forest filled with dangerous animals, I in the front, wearing the bow, shall accompany you to the forest. Na devaloka karamanam, na amaratvam aham vrine, aishwaryam vapi, lokanam kamayena tvaya vina. Without you, my dear Lord, my dear brother, I do not want to ascend to heaven, nor do I desire to attain moksha, nor do I wish for any sovereignty over the globes. There was a long conversation between Lakshmana and Lord Ram, but at the end, Lord Rama accepted Lakshmana to come along with him to the forest. And that happened because Lakshmana prayed to Mother Sita initially, as she is the Purushakara that we can find in the 31st Sarga of Ayodhya Kanda in the second Sloka. Sa bhratur's charano ghatam nipidya rahunandanaha Sita muvacha atiyasham rahavam cha mahavratam. Keeping Sita in the front, through Sita, Lakshmana placed his request, and therefore it was accepted. If Sita was not present there, probably Lakshmana's request may be rejected. So this is one example of Samslesha. When Mother Sita was with Lord Rama, how her Purushakara gave result to Lakshmana. There's a second incident that happened in Panchavati. Rama told Lakshmana, we have arrived at the place as indicated by the sages. Oh, gentle Lakshmana, this region with lot of flowers in the forest is Panchavati. In this place, we must build a hermitage. You, Lakshmana, are very expert in such matter. You find a place which suits us. You build a place which will accommodate our needs, which has good shade, water, beautiful flowers, and firewoods for our ritual, sacred grass. Find such a place that you like and build the way as you choose. Hearing what Rama said, Lakshmana entered into lamentation. Yeva muktaha tu ramena Lakshmanaha samyata amjalihi Sita samaksham kakutstam idam vachanam abravit. When Lakshmana heard these words from Rama, Lakshmana joined his palm in Anjali Mudra and said the following sentence to Rama in presence of Sita. That is important to note here. Sita samaksham kakutstam. Now Valmiki says what Lakshmana spoke. Paravan asmi kakutsta tvai varsha shatam site swayam tu ruchire deshe kriyatamiti mam vada. My dear Lord, I am not independent, but I am a dependent. As long as you are there, it could be innumerable years, I am your servant. Rama, therefore, you yourself tell me to build hermitage in such and such delightful place. In other words, why Lakshmana lamented is because he felt that Rama is giving him independence. That means soon he will let him go back to Ayodhya. Why Rama should give him choice to choose a place, choose things as he likes, he meaning Lakshmana likes. Rather, Rama should have told what he wants and ordered him to do so. Instead of telling you do it in this way, Rama said do it in your way. Therefore, Lakshmana is saying in presence of Sita, Sita samakshe. If Sita is not going to accept that place, Rama will reject it. Hence, the first choice is of Sita's, on which Rama's approval will be automatic. Therefore, question of agreeable or disagreeable of Lakshmana's does not arise. So Lakshmana's message was, Rama, your choice of place is my pleasure. Lakshmana exhibited his paratantriyam, standing with folded hands, having Mother Sita as Purushakaram. He begged. So we saw two incidents related to Lakshmana, Purushakaram in Samslesha. Now we'll see another story which is also during Samslesha. This story is narrated by Mother Sita to Hanuman when he met Mother Sita in Lanka, and this comes in Sundarakanda, Sarga 38. Hanuman asked Mother Sita to share some remembrance with Lord Rama so he can convey the same to Rama as token of remembrance, which Rama can recognize. Then Sita narrated a story. When we were in Chitrakuta, it was filled with a lot of roots and fruits and plenty of water, and it was surrounded by many hermitages of sages. On one day, myself and Lord Rama were strolling in water which has various kinds of flowers, and we became wet, and we sat over there, and you were resting on my lap. At that time, son of Indra, who took a form of a crow, yearning for meat, began to peck me on my chest. I tried to prevent that crow from attacking me. It goes and comes back again, and this was kept on repeating. He was pecking me again and again, desiring to get some meat. While I was careful not to disturb you while you were sleeping on my lap, but it was unavoidable. You got wet by the drops of blood from me that caused by this crow. Seeing me pierce violently on the breast, Rama, ishing like an angry serpent, saw the crow with its sharp claws moistened with blood and sitting in front of me. Seeing this, you, Rama, became very angry. You took a blade of kusha grass and chanted the mantra to invoke Brahmastram. That blazing shoot of grass, resembling a fire destroying the world, chased the bird. As the Brahmastra was chasing, that crow went flying in all different directions seeking protection. It roamed all over the world. It went to its father, Indra, seeking protection, but was turned away. It went to celestial sages, got rejected. Understanding that he has no other shelter for protection other than Lord Rama himself, it came and fell in front of Rama's lotus feet. Satam nipatitam bhaumau sharanyo sharanagatam vadaharham api kakutsa kripaya paryapalayaha. That Rama, who's protector of every living entities, who's full of compassion, protected that cow which fell on the ground, even though it was fit to be killed. In the Sloka, Valmiki says, Sharanyah Sharanagatam. He says, this crow surrendered. But interestingly, there is no statement that says this crow uttered any word that he is now surrendering unto the Lord. Unlike Vibhishana. Vibhishana did say that he has come to surrender unto the Lord. In fact, it is said that the crow didn't even place his head at the lotus feet of the Lord. It just came and fell on the ground in front of the Lord, having no other shelter. Then the question is, how can this crow can be categorized under Sharanagata, one who surrendered? He didn't place his head properly at the lotus feet of the Lord. He didn't say anything that he is surrendering. So how can we understand this? Is this really a surrender? Answer is yes. It is not necessary that one has to say verbally that they are surrendered. What proves that they are surrendered is their action. Seeing the action of the crow, it is quite obvious that he is surrendering. He has understood that there is no one else to save him other than the Lord. Since the crow fell at the feet, the Lord took him to be a Sharanagata. Here is an interesting point to note. In the case of Rakshasis, in the Ashokavana, they didn't even surrender to Mother Sita. In fact, they continued to torture her. But still, Mother Sita gave shelter to them, gave assurance to them. The difference between Lord Rama and Mother Sita is Rama protects one who falls at his feet. Mother Sita protects one even if they don't fall at her feet. In fact, in Padma Purana, it is said that Puratam patitam devi taranyam vayasam tata tachira padayo tasya yojayamasa janaki tamuttapya karenatha kripa piyusha sagaraha radaksha ramo gunavan vayasam dayayakshata. When the crow came and fell on the ground in front of Lord Rama, it didn't even have his head facing Rama's lotus feet. Seeing this, Mother Sita gently carried the crow, its head, and placed it at the lotus feet of the Lord. After that, the Lord, who is full of compassion, who is full of all auspicious qualities, whose ocean of mercy, lifted the crow with his lotus hands and looked upon the crow with his cooling lotus eyes. From this two set of stories, one is Lakshmana's, another one is Kakasura, the crow demon. Lakshmana did not do any offenses, but he was given shelter, he was protected, whereas Kakasura did offense directly to Mother Sita, but he was also protected. These two things happened because of Mother Sita's presence next to Lord Ramachandra, and she became the Purushakaram for them. In our next session, we will learn how the Purushakaram even works in Vishlesha, that is, Mother Sita being in separation from her husband, Lord Ramachandra. Thank you. Hare Krishna.